Good morning. I'm going to call this meeting of Lebanon County Board of Commissioners to order. The first item is to, as our tradition, to observe a moment of silence, please. Thank you. I need a pledge to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, brings us to our public comment time. Any public comment this morning? Hearing none? Okay, we'll move on to the next item, and that is to approve the minutes from our meeting on January 2nd. Second. Any questions or comments? None, all in favor, please say aye. Same sign, so. Opposed, guys have it, thank you. It's approved. This is you, and that's at the table. Proceed.
We had receipts on January 14th and 15th of $3,096,852.29. That brought our total cash to $3,816,576.83. Our expenditures this week are $3,486,789.94. The tax claim is $2,000. That leaves us a balance of $327,786.89.
I'll move to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Anything additional? Okay.
To be completed so we can start collecting taxes.
Okay. Have at it. All right. Joe, good morning. Would you please introduce yourself for the record? You may proceed.
Ralph Mably, Director of Human Resources. Under Personnel Transactions, Resignations and Terminations, Samantha Trancucci, Social Services Aide 1/Case Aide, Children and Youth, voluntary termination effective January 13th. Amanda McMinn, Admin Assistant 1 in Children and Youth, resignation effective January 6th. Toby Burris, Law Clerk for the Courts, resignation with an amended date of January 14th. Shomar Collender, Probation Officer 1, Probation Services, resignation effective January 21st. Holly Feeney, Assistant Public Defender 2 in the Public Defender's Office, rescind offer of employment effective January 16th. Maria Boherchek, First Deputy in the Register of Wills, retirement effective March 15th. Kristen Reyes de Leon, full-time office support 2/medical secretary at the Renova Center, resignation effective January 10th.
Make a motion to approve the resignations and terminations.
I'll second the motion.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments?
Maria's resigned or retiring after, been do the math since 1987.
Yes,
38.
special note.
Yeah.
Thank Maria for her many years of clerical service.
I'm sure we'll have her in to give it up.
She can spend more time at the Humane Society now.
Sure.
Anything additional on that? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign.
Moving on to changes of status, transfers, and promotions, I have a motion to approve the recommendation of Daniel Hogg, Chief Information Officer of the Information Technology Services Department, to reclassify the currently vacant programmer/analyst position at a grade 15 on the non-union salary chart to a network technician position at a grade 14 on the non-union salary chart, effective immediately.
Also move.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? None, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign.
I have another motion to approve the director position within the Community Action Partnerships Program Department to move from 37.5 hours worked per week to 40 hours worked per week, effective January 20th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Second, questions? Comments? None? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's have it. Thank you.
Under other transactions, Area Agency on Aging would like to hire Barbara Yeagley as a part-time senior center manager one at the rate of $17.78 per hour effective January 27th. Children and Youth Services would like to hire Roseanne Ortiz as a social services aide one/case aide at the rate of $1,231.01 biweekly effective January 21st. Children and Youth would like to hire Mason Novobilski as a caseworker one at the rate of $1,597.60 biweekly effective January 21st. Children and Youth would like to hire the following two caseworker ones, both at the rate of $1,597.60 biweekly, both effective January 27th, and that is Christina Murphy and Sophony Gilbert. Lebanon County Correctional Facility would like to hire Jason Lipshaw as a work release assistant/assistant counselor, rate of $1,546.36 biweekly effective January 21st. Community Action Partnerships would like to hire Brianna Betts as a full-time MATP officer, at the rate of $1,154.07 biweekly effective January 21st. President Judge Tillwalk would like to hire Jessica Piles as collections clerk, at the rate of $1,240.62 biweekly effective January 21st.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So second, any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The same sign.
Moving on to salary board, motion to approve all the transactions previously read plus the following. Page Hess, promotion to casework supervisor one in children and youth. This is a salary increase to $2,270.46 biweekly effective January 19th. Carly Yao, this is a promotion salary increase, full-time telecommunicator in the Department of Emergency Services to telecommunicator two at the rate of $21.39 per hour effective January 19th. And then Madeline Santiago, this is interpreter pay appointment. This is going to go back retroactive to May 15th of 2023. And I have it listed 3 times just because it's all $1,500 annually, but it was handled a little differently in 2023 versus as a biweekly payment versus the annual monthly stipend we do.
Make a motion to approve the salary board requests.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Anything else? Thank you, Michelle. Lady, good morning.
Morning.
Please introduce yourself for the record and then you may proceed.
Good morning, Holly Leahy, Administrator for Lebanon County Mental Health, Intellectual Disabilities, Early Intervention Programs. I'm here this morning for 2 items. I'll begin with the fiscal year 2024-2025 provider contract amendments. There are 3, and they're 1 for mental health, 2 for early intervention. All of them, we needed additional units to serve the individuals in those services and supports. The total of the contract changes is $21,921. That will be covered through our current allocations and budget. Therefore, we are not requesting any additional county tax dollars to cover these expenditures.
Move to approve those contract amendments.
Second.
Motion is second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let's have it.
The second item is that we are requesting approval and your signatures on a updated signatory authorization for Susan Douglas, our Director of Fiscal Operations at Lebanon County MHIDEI, to continue to work with Wells Fargo Bank with regard to prepaid burial accounts. Those prepaid burial accounts were opened in the 1980s for individuals with intellectual disabilities. We're transferring those to the current representative payees for those individuals so that they can manage and monitor and utilize those funds when needed.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Sue Douglas for the burial arrangements with Wells Fargo Bank.
I'll second the motion.
Second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate saying aye.
Aye.
The same sign. Anything additional?
That's all I have for you this morning. I thank you so much for your time and support.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Howard.
And work.
Good morning, Christine Hartman, Director of Lebanon County Community Action Partnership. I also have two areas of business this morning. I'm not sure which was first on the list, but I have, in addition to the one contract I'd already sent over for the medical assistance transportation program, I had a additional driver bring in a contract this morning. So I'm seeking approval on one new personal driver and one contract for our medical assistance transportation program.
Fine.
Read through the whole contract.
No, just who the between.
Oh, one is for Darina V. Vargas Martinez. She is the personal driver that will be driving for us. The other one is Kix Lillian Transport. Contracts will be valid from June 30th of July 1st of 2024 until June 30th of 25, and then we renew contracts on the fiscal year.
No objection, we can consider approval of those two appointments in one motion.
Okay, question? I have Lillian Morales, but,
That's a different area of business.
oh, okay.
But the Kick still, I never heard of that. Where are they from? The Kick?
They're on the Middletown. And they are going to help tremendously with our wheelchair transports, which are getting greater and greater every day. And we don't have a lot of capacity for that right now. So that was a good find for us.
And that's $35 an hour.
It would be, yeah, an additional 35 for a wheelchair run.
Second. Did you make the motion?
No, no motion.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion is second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let's have it.
My second area is a contract between Lebanon County Community Action Partnership and Lillian Morales. She is a subcontract translator for us, paid through the Community Service Block Grant. And you aren't reading it wrong. It is from July 1st, 2024 until December, yes, July 1st, 2024 till January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. That contract runs on a calendar year. This was overlooked. That's why it wasn't brought before the first of the year.
I'll make a motion to approve Lillian Morales.
Second the motion.
And second, any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Have it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You would like to introduce yourself for the record?
Matt Ubley, County Solicitor.
Danielle Ho, Chief Information Officer.
We have two items for consideration by the board this morning. Both are contracts with Technology Consulting Incorporated. And I'll have Director Hogg elaborate a little bit, but the first item is for the master consulting agreement. This agreement is to essentially provide consulting as we are performing updates to the current system that we have in place. In speaking with Director Hogg, there were some changes that were approved, I believe, in December with regard to the new Infor system. This is related, however, to the current system that we utilize. And it's essentially with working with the controller's office, updating tax rules, the setting for new tax rates, W-2s, 1099s, other items that are adjusted at the federal level. And So the rate at which the consulting agreement, we have a discounted rate of $175 per hour. That's the discounted rate, and it's going to be as needed as we need consulting services. Like to elaborate?
That is the master agreement to utilize their services. And then that brings in the second piece, which is the statement of work for the service that we need provided, which is application of the update to the current financial package.
And that's a $50 discount from $225.
Correct.
I'll make a motion to approve the Infinia Master Consulting Agreement.
Second.
Motion second. Questions or comments regarding the motion? None, all in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign.
And the second item is as indicated, is the statement of work. This actually details the updates that are going to be taking place, working with the controller's office and IT, mostly pertaining to, like I said, updating tax settings, tax rates, and information pertaining to W-2s and 1099s.
And this is at a cost of $2,450.
$450, that's correct.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? None, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those same sign.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saw Craig walk in. Oh, there he is.
Morning.
Good morning.
Could you please introduce yourself for the record and then you can proceed.
Yeah, Craig Zamitas, Lebanon County Conservation District for the Farmland Preservation Program. I'm presenting the amount that will certify to the state for to be matched. And does everybody have the handout? Nothing's changed too much. The township donations are right around where they were before. Individual donations are less this year because of the Esther Mae Martin donation of last year. Very large donation, but that's to be expected. Act 13 funds the same. General fund, we have the increase, which we really appreciate. It really helps. We have a lot of interest this year. And then the clean and green is around 90,000 for a total of 368,000. That will go to be matched by the state.
And how many are on the waiting list, Craig?
We have about 15 on the waiting list now, but I've had a few people contact me to be interested. So that could at least 3 increase for next year.
Okay. I will gladly make a motion to certify county funds in a total amount with everybody else's $368,071.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments?
The townships, do you know offhand which contributed? I know you usually have same list.
Yeah, I have the same list. I mean, I can read through all of them, but it hasn't changed much. Other than Jonestown Borough this year, decided not to donate the 200 that they
Okay.
usually.
And the rest were, is that the whole list there?
Yeah, that's
Those are all townships?
that donated, yes.
Oh,
Since 1998.
Oh, no, just for 2025.
Yeah, so it's the same from the previous years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but you don't have to read them for me unless someone else wants them, but you have them.
Yeah.
And then the second question is, do you have a sense of what the match is going to be? I know they make a decision as a farmland preservation state board.
I took the average and it's around 1.3. So
So $1.30 to every dollar match.
that tends to be what it's around.
Okay.
There's a question.
Craig, are you expecting to deplete the waiting list based on the generosity of the FF Martin and
So the money she gave had already been allocated, so that cut her list down a lot. It was close to 30. It's now we're down to 15, around there. But more people are taking interest in the program, so it's not going to cut down the list completely. And it seems like we've gotten a lot more interest this year, so maybe as the list gets smaller, people are more interested in applying since they have a better chance of getting preserved.
Question.
I have a question for you, sir. Is North Lebanon Township among contributors?
North Lebanon, let's see. I believe they are. Yes, North Lebanon, they donate 5,000.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, and they've
Just wanted to
donated,
Make sure, because it's a worthy program, and if we weren't involved, I'll get people involved.
no, they've donated 5,000 since 2001.
Terrific.
Yeah, so they've been long-term contributors.
Good, and I would like to speak to you after you finish.
I would like contact.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
Okay, we have a motion, a second on the floor, and the additional comments, questions. Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bless you. Continue the great work. And I was told that we were scheduled to have a presentation from the County Commission for Women, but due to some illnesses of those who are planning to present, they're gonna reschedule that for another time. So that brings us to Mr. Wogomuth.
Okay. First item I have are reappointments to the Lebanon Transit Authority. There are 3 members of that authority whose terms are expiring on January 31st and who all 3 are seeking reappointment. They are Ed Onspach, Lowell Brogan, and Franklin Shearer. If reappointed, they would have a term to January 31st of 2028.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Questions or comments?
Just to add, to thank them for their volunteers.
I was gonna note that I don't know the number of years, but I know Franklin, for example,
Let's do it.
has to be on 30 years or more. And the other 2, similar. Yeah. It's a very good, solid board and very engaged board. Any additional comments or questions? If not, all in favor of those appointments, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign.
I have request for reimbursement for the America 250 Lebanon County celebration that occurred in 2024. The reimbursements, sorry. There are two different lump sums here. One is to Josie Ames for costs related to the says holiday parade. I know they participated in 2 holiday parades. One, they did the Lebanon and the Myerstown, in the amount of $65.88 reimbursement. And the other one is Force PKG in Myerstown. This is pretty much the year's worth of items that were produced, such as retractable banners, the URL for the LebanonPA250.com, business cards, stickers that were handed out, setting up a Facebook page and imagery, and items for the parade float that again was both in Lebanon and Myerstown. All total of those items that were, I think, probably going back to May or June 2024 for $2,029.89. So seeking approval for reimbursement out of the budgeted funds.
Make a motion to approve expenses in the amount of $2,095.77 for America 250.
I just have a question. Sure. Or comment, actually. The force bill, there has to be some in-kind support in there.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge that bill is really under market in terms of all that was provided in those services, and there has to be some in-kind from that business, so that should be, you know,
Yeah, I think a lot of it's
Committee member, he's volunteering his time, events, the displays that we need to move around. He's been volunteering to do that. He's done a tremendous amount of work.
Yeah, my sense is this is at cost, for the items and the printing things. Yeah.
and also thank Josie for her continued work.
Okay, any additional comments, questions? If not, all in favor of approval of those expenses, please say aye.
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 All the same sign.
I have 2 farm leases that we annually enter into for a little bit of land that the county owns, vacant tillable land. The first is between the county and Lauren Horning of 400 Fontana Avenue, and this is just for an acre that is adjacent to his existing farmland along 934 in South Danville Township, and that is $450 a year for that acre. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the $150 lease with Lauren Horning.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? None, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So approved.
And the second is with Kenneth Reist of Fox Road, Lebanon. This is for property that is located between the Armory and the Career and Tech Center on the south side of 422. Some of which had been sold a few years ago, but there's still remaining acreage of about 8 or 9 acres that's tillable there. And this is for $1,200 per year, or $1,200 for 2025 lease.
I'll move to approve that lease with Mr. Rice.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That lease is approved.
I have a proclamation recognizing the 100th birthday of Grace Bowman Hershock, who was born in Campbelltown, February 5th of 1925. And there are a number of items noted in this proclamation that she was married to Wilbur Hirschbach, who spent 4 years of service in the Army during World War II. They were married for 68 years until he passed in 2015. Grace was a sales associate at H.L. Green and S.S. Kresge Company, both located in Lebanon. She enjoys quilting, crocheting, sewing, craft shows, providing childcare for her nieces and nephews, and large family gatherings. They're going to have a celebration for her in the next couple of weeks with my proclamation.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion is second.
Question, Jamie, what was his first name again?
Grace.
Mr. Hirschbach.
Grace, she.
Grace, she. Born on February 5th?
Any additional questions or comments? None, all in favor of the approval of this proclamation, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
And
Happy birthday and many more. It's 12 children, too.
The last two items I have are hotel tax grant requests. The first is for the Pennsylvania Gourd Society for their annual show and festival at the Lebanon Expo Center. This will be held June 12th through the 14th. And they note in here that to accommodate their visitors' needs, they direct them to nearby hotels and lodging, as well as Vrbo and Airbnb rentals. Their press release encourages visitors to visit local attractions such as Middle Creek, Clarence Shock Park, Governor Dick, Cornwall Village, and Union Canal Tunnel Park. Their overall budget is $7,600. They're requesting a $5,000 grant toward this. And the wreath on the door was a gift from the Gourd Society. That's the kind of work they do with their gourds. So if you look closely at that and realize those are all ornaments made from gourds, it's pretty incredible.
First class operation.
Yeah, they do a nice job.
I'd like to propose and make a motion for $3,800, which would be half of what their total is.
Funded. Second. Any other additional motions?
I would move to fully fund the 5,000. It fits the guidelines and it fits the percentage that they are asking for. And we have a track record with it, kind of a trifecta.
I also think, though, if we are truthful about it,
Which I hope we will be.
that $4,300 goes to the expo, and we already support the expo with donations. So it's like they'll get paid twice. And, I support the expo, but this particular group comes back time and again. And I think that half would be appropriate.
Interested in seconding that motion?
Pardon?
So you're not interested in seconding the motion?
I am not.
5,000. I will second that motion. I've been to this event. They draw from many states as far away as Louisiana last year during my trip there, and I think they truly put heads in beds. For us. So, any additional questions or comments? Not all in favor of the $5,000 support, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay, 2-1 vote, 5,000. So,
Okay, and the second one is from the Community Health Council, Lebanon Valley. This is for the 2025 Tour de Lebanon Valley cycling event. This, I think, as you know, they've been doing this for many years, I think since 2019 and at least 2019. And Nicole Marr provides, I think she kind of set the bar on demonstrating the impact that the event has towards tourism. There's an interesting graph on page 3 where it shows the total ridership of the event since 2019, and each year they've had up to 500 riders, and each year more than half come from out of the county every single year. So, and then she did a little.
And that's just the riders, not the people coming along to support them. So there's
Right.
many more than that.
She says in here, during an interview with an out-of-town rider last year, we learned that he was from Frederick, Maryland, and travels to cycling events throughout the year. He used the discount code to stay at the Fairfield, ate at Mick's Restaurant, and enjoyed learning more about the Lebanon Valley. They hope to continue to attract that type of out-of-town visitor. This will be held on June 14th. So they'll be sharing the parking lot with Gordon Society's event.
I'll make a motion to approve Tour de Lebanon Valley's request for $5,000 in hotel tax.
I will second the motion.
a motion and a second. Questions or comments? None, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Oh, I'm sorry. You have a question?
Pam Chicano, Lebanon City. Jamie, what was the total budget for that?
10,000.
Thank you.
And the total budget on the bicycles, 16,000, I think.
Oh, it is 16. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I glanced at it and thought it was 0, not 6. Sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any additional, Amy?
Session after following right.
Yes, we'll need to meet in an executive session following this meeting to discuss personnel matters. Is there anything additional to come before the board?
Second, I guess.
Second. Stand adjourned. Thank you all.